This is the FTC Trumpet call, and this particular was made out of cedar. Most of them are. I like the way that the cedar performs, the resonance of it, the sound it makes. The call is made with a brass mouthpiece that just inserts into the call. You can adjust the depth of it a little bit, but it has to be firmly seated in there so that there's not going to be any air that's seeping through between the call and the mouthpiece. The cork stopper that's on the call can be adjusted up and down on the brass mouthpiece, and the purpose of it is just to set the depth of the mouthpiece so that each time you put it into your mouth, the tip of the call, tip of the mouthpiece is laid in the same place on your lip. And so you'll have to just experiment with where the right depth is for you on the call. And a lot of people put the call in to the center of their lip, of their mouth, and that's where I place it in the center of my lip. And others move it to one side or the other. So again, you have to play around with it and figure out what works best for you on the call. Sounds are made on it not by blowing through the call, but by sucking air into the call. And so you're making almost sort of a kissing type sound as you're drawing into the call. Although the tightness of your lips is going to affect the pitch. The tighter it is, the higher the pitch. And also the shape of your mouth, what you're doing on the inside of your mouth, and kind of opening as you call gives it that rollover sound that produces the turkey yelp sound out of it. And then finally, like any type of mouth call like this, you use your hands in different ways, and so you can experiment with different positions with one or both hands, and see how that affects the sound of the call. And so to make the basic yelp, you're just going to simply draw that air in a steady, slow, kind of steady pattern. So that's just the basic yelp in it. And then to make a cluck, all you're doing is just reducing the amount of that draw. You're cutting it short. And so the cluck is the same thing, just shorter. And then of course, if you want to do a cutting run and yelp, it's the same thing. You're just adding those two things together, and also adjusting some of your pressure of your lip to kind of change that pitch if you want to get a more excited end sound